Howdy, I hope you had a great day. Silver Trade here again with another video, and we just have a couple of things to talk about, so let's get right into it. Top shareholders of GameStop are increasing the position. The long-term perspective of the company is growing every day. The biggest holder, Vanguard, has over 39 million shares worth over $1 billion. In second place is BlackRock, and their position is also worth over $1 billion. But please remember, none of this is financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and this video is made for entertainment purposes only. GameStop's utilization is now at 80%. Back in May of 2024, it was at almost 100%, but then drastically dropped down during the bull run. And then it had another large drop right here whenever we ran from $20 all the way up to about $35 per share. When utilization goes up, it compresses GameStop like a spring. IGME, GameStop's newest ETF, and it seems like Reddit's favorite ETF to promote, today had 78% short volume. Last Friday, it was 99.5% short volume. And the crazy thing about IGME and GMEU, the ETFs quote-unquote around GameStop, they don't actually hold any GameStop shares at all. And really quick, let's go over how banks are able to create infinite shares legally. First, the bank needs to locate available shares to borrow. So let's say there's 2 million available shares to borrow. A short seller doesn't have to borrow the shares to sell them. He only needs to have reasonable grounds to believe that the shares will be available the next trading day, T+1, when the short seller must deliver. He may now create 2 million shares out of nothing and sell them at market price. In this case, he created 1 million shares out of nothing. He has now sold those shares, quote-unquote, in the market and received the same amount of cash an investor would have received for selling his genuine shares. During the night, the NSCC, or National Securities Clearing Corporation, clears the transactions. The buyer of the shares is also a lender, so the shares available to borrow increase to 3 million as the shares settle in his account. And then the next trading day, the short seller must deliver the quote-unquote shares that he has sold. He borrows 1 million of the available 3 million shares. There are now again 2 million shares available to be borrowed. Then he delivers the 1 million quote-unquote shares that he has sold. The million shares were created, sold, borrowed, and then delivered. The number of shares available to borrow is back to where it started and are available to create more new shares which can be sold, borrowed, and delivered again. This cycle may be repeated infinitely. There is no legal limit. Mav Urban camping for Pokemon cards outside of GameStop. He has 2.6 million followers on YouTube. Normally he's an outdoor fishing and camping YouTube channel, but he's really into trading cards. He's making it cool again to camp out front of GameStop. In his YouTube video, he talks about the good old days of waiting in line for Halo and Midnight releases. And here's a clip of Roaring Kitty making it abundantly clear that algos control the market.
Watch this, watch this. I think, for now, we're going to end the stream. I think we're going to end the stream now. Let's end it. Oh! 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 Oh!
It's pretty silly that Buck the Bunny wasn't able to get inside because on the door it says you have to pull the door to get in. You can't just run into it. And on the other side it says push. Push to start, pull to enter. And I'm really excited to see what this is. Hopefully we see what they mean soon. There's been quite a few indicators for GameStop that have been developed, and all of them are pointing to the same conclusion that we are at the bottom for GameStop. But we're just going to have to see. Like Newton said, there's no certainties, only probabilities. Just like we're probably at the bottom, since at $23 per share, we have a market cap of $10.5 billion and $9.1 billion of cash. But who knows? And maybe that's why this gentleman completely YOLO'd into GameStop for July 25th. Well, and IV is historically low. We talked about it yesterday, and IV is even lower today. On June 20th of 2025, which just passed, was our most recent quad witching date. The GameStop community used to hype up the quadruple witching days, but I figured it wasn't really worth mentioning because it's never done anything for GameStop before. And don't forget, we recently had 3 insiders buy, And institutional ownership for GameStop has never been higher. The stock price doesn't reflect this, but clearly they're making some good moves. And once PSA starts grading magazines as well, that's going to be a whole nother stream of revenue for GameStop. And yeah, here it is, IV 56%. And thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. There's so many of y'all that are absolute angels on this earth, and I want to make a video for you every day. But some days there's just not a whole lot to talk about. Please leave a like if you're enjoying these daily videos. But sadly, I think it might be more beneficial for the channel long term if I were to space my videos out and make them longer. I don't know. Please let me know if you're seeing anything that I'm doing wrong or something I can improve upon. But once again, thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. I hope you found value in this. I love you, and God bless.